Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the mysteries and complexities of the human mind. In today's video, we'll be delving into the fascinating topic of when people lose their mind. We've all heard stories of individuals experiencing temporary or even permanent insanity, often triggered by traumatic events, mental illness, or drug use. But what really happens in the brain when someone loses their grip on reality? And how can we better understand and support those who are going through such a difficult experience? Join us as we explore these questions and more, in this thought-provoking video on when people lose their mind.
I haven't done a book review in a little while, so I wanted to take some time to let you guys know what is hot for the holidays, especially as you're cuddling up with your loved ones and your babies and wanting to read a good book. So I got three for you today. The first one is Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, Chicka Chicka Boom. I love this book. This is what we call a rhythm book. And if you want to have like fun reading to your loved ones, this is a really good one. It also teaches them their ABCs, as you can see there, and all that good stuff. So Chicka Chicka Boom Boom is a good one. All right, the next one is a sweet, sweet book meant for girls and boys, I suppose. But it's talking about safe touch, safe touch. So the name of this book is Where Hands Go. I absolutely love this book. I've read this one a couple of times, and it's talking about what is appropriate touch for kids. And the one that they use in this particular example is a little girl. So definitely pick that one up. And then the last one I want to highlight today is My Two Border Towns. I absolutely love this book. It talks about some refugees that are coming to town, and there's a little boy and his father, and they're learning all about what it means to be a refugee. So if you are interested, all three of these are available here at Birdsong Books. Or pick them up.
First on 11 Alive, a tragic update as a beloved Metro Atlanta bookstore owner is found dead. Her own employee now charged with killing her.
Our Bobeth Yates is following the case. She reports from Locust Grove with brand new details tonight.
Flowers now sit in front of Birdsong Books as part of a memorial for the owner.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be discussing a very tragic story that happened in Locust Grove, Georgia. 42-year-old Dr. Erica Atkins was a beautiful mother of two. She was a joyful and vital pillar of her community. Anyone that came in contact with her loved the energy and passion she spoke and lived. Most people who knew Erica Atkins would say the Locust Grove resident was tender-hearted. Dr. Atkins was also a prominent businesswoman, and on November 12, 2021, she had a grand opening for her bookstore Birdsong Books located at 650 Peaksville Road in Locust Grove, Georgia. Atkins wanted to inspire children and adults to spend more time with books, said a close friend. She was doing so well with her bookstore that within a year, her bookstore was named 2022 Microbusiness of the Year by the Henry County Chamber of Commerce. She was enthused and humbly grateful about the award, said a close friend.
Erica Atkins owned the Birdsong Books in Locust Grove. She was reported missing Saturday. Here you can see a growing memorial in front of the store in her honor. We spoke to Erica's friends who say she was deeply kind and a pillar in the community.
It's a tremendous loss. I mean, Erica, she touched so many people. I mean, she was some of my coworkers say she was a gentle giant. She was real kind. She just had the beautiful smile. You know, you see her smile and it just makes your day. And she was just always joyful, kind, humble.
Around 3 a.m. Sunday, Atkins was reported missing from her Locust Grove home by a family friend after she failed to answer the phone. On March 5, 2023 at approximately 2:50 a.m., officers with the Locust Grove Police Department were dispatched to 4007 Madison Acres Drive in reference to a missing person. Upon arrival, it was determined that there were suspicious circumstances surrounding the incident. The Criminal Investigation Division was called, and they responded to the scene. After several hours of investigation, a person of interest named Romero Johnson was located. Johnson was a former employee who worked for Dr. Atkins. He also was a former lover of Dr. Atkins. In an interview with detectives, Johnson allegedly said he was at Atkins' home the previous evening but said she was fine before he left and then went straight home and fell asleep. During a check of the flock camera system 1, it was discovered that Johnson did not go straight home. His vehicle was on the cameras on Crowell Road Covington Bypass at 12:40 a.m. and 12:42 a.m., The next camera hit was at 1:32 a.m. at the 20 exit ramp onto Seven Islands Road, Buckhead, Georgia. The next camera hit was in Monticello, Georgia, and then Jackson, Georgia. The camera hits continued north into McDonough and Covington. This shows that Johnson lied about his whereabouts after leaving the Atkins residence. When confronted about the inconsistencies, Johnson shut down and requested a lawyer, police said. Because the victim, Erica Atkins, had not yet been located, Mr. Johnson was charged with kidnapping and transported to the Henry County Jail. An affidavit from investigators states that between 11:30 p.m. on March 4 and 12:30 a.m. on March 5, Johnson willfully and knowingly kidnapped Atkins when he dragged a body-sized sheet that he used to cover Atkins' body from her garage. He then placed it into the rear of his vehicle. Detectives said they obtained surveillance footage from a home across the street showing Johnson moving the body into the vehicle. Investigators found human blood in the rear passenger compartment of Johnson's vehicle. The vehicle had been recently cleaned and vacuumed, police said. Police also discovered blood and an earring that belonged to Atkins at the same location on the driveway where Johnson allegedly dragged her body. 10 hours later, the Locust Grove Police Department received a call from the Putnam County Sheriff's Office stating that a body had surfaced in Cedar Creek and it fit the description of the 42-year-old woman. Atkins' remains were found by a fisherman in the wildlife management area about 50 miles from her home. Atkins' employee and ex-boyfriend, 38-year-old Romero Johnson of Covington, was now charged with murder plus the kidnapping charge from the previous interview.
It just floored me, basically. It floored me beyond measure. I was just completely devastated.
Amoa says Atkins, who owned Birdsong Books, was reported missing Saturday, and Jones County Sheriff's Office said someone fishing discovered her body in the water Sunday and called the police. Officials have since arrested 38-year-old Romero Johnson for murder and kidnapping. He is said to have been a friend and worked for Atkins at her bookstore.
I instantly assumed it was someone she knew. So, shocked, yes. Oblivious, even more.
And those who knew Atkins say she will be missed.
Erica was a busy woman. She was committed to helping her community. She donated books, donated her time. In fact, she came last year to my summer camp and read to my kids, donated her time there. Erica was just a pillar in our community. She just won National Small Business of the Year through the Chamber of Commerce. We really, really will miss Erica. It's devastating to us out here in Henry County.
Tonight, we spoke to the Henry County jail officials who tell us Johnson remains in jail, charged with murder and kidnapping, and will likely not be getting bond. Bo Beth Yates, 11 Alive News.
She also taught me that you can't control people or situations. And she was basically telling me that's how you keep the happiness within, and that's how you stay at peace, by knowing that you can't control others.
Police haven't released a motive yet in this case.
Thank you for watching today's video. Our condolences go out to the Atkins family. We pray that justice is served. Dr. Atkins did not deserve what happened to her on that fateful night. We hope that this story raises awareness about the issue of domestic violence and encourage everyone to speak out if they suspect that someone is being abused. Let's all work together to protect our loved ones and ensure that justice is served for those who have been victimized.